In this constantly changing world, life and personal values can seem more than a little unstable. Just when you think you have it all figured out, then everything changes. Sometimes life can seem overwhelming. Well, the good news is you can change your life. You have within you the power to learn how to flow with the changes and smooth out the bumps of life. You can experience the joy, peace, health, and abundance you deserve. You were created to be happy and productive. That urge to grow and express yourself was put there for a reason. Learn the spiritual principles that can help you not just to survive, but thrive in this changing world. At Unity, we'd like to help you do just that.
Imagine a spiritual path that honors the universal truths in all religions, that sees we are all one. Imagine a movement that respects each person's right to choose their spiritual path. Imagine a spiritual movement that empowers and unites rather than divides. This is Unity. For more than a century, Unity has offered a positive, practical, and progressive approach to understanding and applying the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters.
Welcome to the Unity of Chicago South Beyond Walls Spiritual Community Sunday Celebration live stream. We are simultaneously live streaming on various platforms. Previous celebrations are available on YouTube at Unity OCS. Thank you for bringing your consciousness to this space.
Welcome to today's reading. We look forward to researching and bringing you readings from various past and current Unity materials and other spiritual sources. We hope that you will find upliftment, as well as practical application that will enhance your life experience in a positive way. Thank you for your presence.
Today's reading, I Let Go of Worry, is from the 40 Days, Let Go, Let God, Lent, 2024 Unity Booklet. Throughout our lives, we may find ourselves in the midst of worry about ourselves, our friends and families, or the events of our world. The people and events around us sometimes seem to manufacture more and more reasons to worry. When we worry, we are using our power of imagination to envision the worst possible outcomes, focusing on exactly what we do not want to experience. As long as we are making up stories about what might come about, we can make a different choice. We can use our power of imagination to envision a story with the best outcomes, since any story about the future can only be fabricated by our imagination. Perhaps we can guide our imagination toward what we wish to see. By letting go of worry, we might allow a version of an uplifting and brighter story to be made manifest. Can any of you by worrying add a single hour to your span of life? Luke 12:25. Today's reading was authored by Reverend Karen Romstan. Affirm, I release worry and I guide my thoughts toward the good I wish to see made manifest.
The hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. The hour cometh and now is when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Neither in this mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem. Unity of Chicago South, online, New Thought Spiritual Community, streaming live from Chicago. Offering worship, in spirit and truth, beyond walls.
I open my heart to loving it all. I open my life to the Spirit of God.
Your support is important to our growth. Please use the information found to my right, or go to the UnityOCS.org support tab to provide your financial support. As a major part of the growth of this online spiritual community, we ask that you take this moment to share, follow, repost, and of course, financially support our work. Your action can help our mission to provide universal teachings beyond a traditional walled space. Be instrumental in helping this spiritual community as well as those who can benefit from the teachings. We thank you in advance for your support of Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago.
Settle into a comfortable position, either sitting or lying, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling. And with each inhalation, release any tension in your body. Inhale, exhale. Now bring your attention to the present moment. Feel the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Release any thoughts or distractions, allowing your mind to settle into a calm and peaceful state. Inhale, exhale. With the next set of inhalations, imagine a warm golden light surrounding you. This light represents the universal energy of love that flows through everything in existence. And as you breathe in, visualize this golden light entering your body, filling you with warmth and love. Feel it penetrating every cell, bringing a sense of peace and tranquility. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now picture a beautiful garden in your mind, a place filled with vibrant flowers and greenery. This garden is a reflection of your inner self, a space where love and compassion flourish. And as you explore this garden, notice the colors, the scents, and the textures around you. Each element symbolizes love, kindness, understanding, patience, and acceptance. Inhale and exhale. Now focus on your heart center. Imagine a radiant ball of light glowing at the center of your chest. This is the source of your love and compassion. And with each breath, allow this light to expand, reaching every corner of your being. Inhale and exhale. And as you bask in this light and bask in this love, think about the people in your life. Visualize them surrounded by the same golden light of love that envelops you. Inhale, exhale. With the next inhalation, send feelings of love and compassion towards them. And envision your love connecting with theirs, creating this wonderful web of positive, loving energy that transcends time and space. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now picture the entire planet being bathed in this warm golden light of love. Every inch, every corner of this planet. Feel a deep connection with this collective consciousness, recognizing that we are all interconnected through the universal energy of love. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. With the next breath, take a moment to express gratitude for the love that surrounds you and the love within you. Know that this love is a powerful force that can bring healing, joy, and transformation. Inhale and exhale. Now with the next set of inhalations, slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. Gently open your eyes and carry a sense of love and compassion with you into this day. Remember that this meditation is the tool to tap into the infinite well of love within you. A love that you can draw upon whenever and wherever you need to connect with the essence of pure, unconditional love. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Namaste.
It's time to offer you the opportunity to support our growth. Please use the information found at unityocs.org/support or the QR code to my right to give your financial support. Your presence is a major part of the growth of this online spiritual community. We ask that you take this moment to share, follow, repost, and of course financially support our work. Your action helps in our mission to provide universal teachings beyond a traditional walled space. Your financial support is instrumental in helping this community as well as those that can benefit from the teachings. We thank you in advance as you support Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago.
There's a heart that will never turn away. There's a love that I know is here to stay. There's a peace that will fill the world one day.
Welcome to Unity of Chicago South, the #1 online New Thought spiritual community streaming live from Chicago. I want to thank you, Reverend Dr. Stephanie, for setting the path to conscious connection with that inner source of divine strength that is available to all of us. Today's reading of Letting Go of Worry and Redirecting Our Imagination is another reminder of the use of divine strength and divine power. I want to remind you that the second Ed Rabel lesson in truth tape is now available for free download from our website. And next week, the third Sunday in March, we have our live virtual book club. And that material is also available. It's entitled Making Oneself Over. The free digital download is available from our website, the download page on our website at unityocs.org. Now, week 4 of this month, it keeps rolling. March is really a month of a lot of activities and some changes, which is March 24th. I will be the guest speaker at the Unitarian Society of Geneva, and the talk will be available live via Zoom. The link to the society site is available from our website, and you can connect by going to our website and linking onto their site and picking up the Zoom if you want to catch it live. And then finally, the 5th week of this month, we're doing something different. It's Easter Sunday, and we have a special Resurrection Sunday presentation coming to you from several different ministers' perspectives. Wow, that's an awful lot. Well, it's a powerful month, holy month. The whole month, every Sunday is part of the Lent process. Is in the Lent process. On Sundays, you have the day off, so to speak, where you can do whatever it is you're trying to give up, if that's what you want to do. Yes, I heard that somewhere. I want to remind you also that there is an infinite source available to everyone. It is there for each of us who seek it, no matter race, gender, or religion. Believe what you may, but you should know that the source of the universe is also the source of each of us. Therefore, the principle supporting the stars is the principle supporting and available to each of us. As I declare this statement in the first person, I am truly declaring it for all. I am open and receptive to this divine living principle. Father, Mother God, I am grateful. This is my declaration. This is my truth. And as I declare it, so it becomes. And all is well, and well indeed. Emmett Fox, when metaphysically interpreting the Beatitudes, writes this: to be poor in spirit means to have emptied yourself of all desire to exercise self-will, and what is just as important, to have renounced all preconceived opinions in the wholehearted search for God. It means to be willing to set aside your present habits of thought, your present views and prejudices, your present way of life, if necessary, to jettison, in fact, anything and everything that can stand in your way of raising to a kingdom of God consciousness. a path leading to the access of unfailing and enduring spiritual strength that abides in the kingdom of the divine. It is the infinite strength that is available when we feel as if we have come to the human limits of our strength. At that point in that time, our challenge is to develop our innate connection, allowing us to switch over to our inward reservoirs of strength that we need when we feel we're at that human limit. You see, at the center of our being, there is that divine presence that knows no weakness, that knows no error, no compromise. At the center of our being is the strength of God, a spiritual strength. But in order to appreciate this divine inner strength, we should spend a moment at least and share some differentiating aspects between physical, mental, and spiritual strength. You see, physical strength is determined by, they say, two factors: the cross-sectional area of muscle fiber recruited to generate force, and the intensity of the recruitment. Now, mental strength, is said, is a multifaceted idea involving various aspects of mental and emotional well-being. And essentially, spiritual strength means the degree where our inner belief stands, supported by the effort to be spiritually in line. So we can see that the strengths have some differentiating aspects and traits, and therefore to enhance them, we might have to take different methods. In Scripture, Paul says the source of spiritual strength is from Him who is able. From the book Christ Enthroned in Man, Cora Fillmore says that all strength is from God. However, its manifestation is according to the mold of thought into which this precious essence is poured, end quote. I said, let's take a moment right now and examine several aspects of that thought mold that she speaks of. Let's take a look at the mold of resilience, the mold of courage, and the mold of inner peace. There are some similarities between the three expressions of strength: mental, physical, and spiritual. But they each have, or they each strive to have a balance of expression of those three aspects within them: the resilience, the courage, and the inner peace. Well, in order to have a better and a clearer understanding of how these aspects work together, it would be good if we define the aspects a little further. And resilience, for instance, refers to the ability to bounce back from adversity, setbacks, or challenges. Courage is defined today as it involves facing fear or uncertainty with bravery and conviction, guided by inner principles and values. And finally, inner peace, we can define it as it refers to a state of calmness and serenity and harmony within oneself, irrespective of external circumstances. Scripture says this about spiritual resilience. In Matthew 12:20, we read, although life may be very difficult at times, God promises it will give you the strength to bounce back. Jesus said that a bruised reed he will not break. A bruised reed he will not break. In Mark 5:36, it lays a foundation for spiritual courage. Overhearing what they said, Jesus told them, don't be afraid, just believe. In that inner peace aspect, we look to James 1:13 and says, let no one say he is tempted. I am being tempted by God, for God cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. Inner peace. As you feel your strength increasing, we should make it a practice to use it always under God's guidance. Whoa, as we feel it increasing. Well, there's work to do to increase that spiritual strength, to become more in line with the abilities that lay within that strength, the ability of resilience and courage and inner peace. As we read and as we pray and as we meditate and as we practice being in solitude, we should remember as we come out of these activities stronger in our spiritual strength, remember that really our purpose here on earth, our purpose right here, right now, is to fulfill God's plan of good. We like to say in our practice that God is absolute good. And therefore, all that God desires, all that God puts forth is absolute good. And we should remember that God's plan of good and the powers that are given to us are to be used to reach that end of producing more good. The strength of the Lord in you is your spiritual strength. It is the power behind the scenes, so to speak. It is the power behind our efforts. It is the power behind our hanging in there. It is the power beyond our endurance. It is the meaning behind the appearances. Spiritual strength is the meaning behind the appearances. It is the offshoot of the strong, unwavering faith that is already in you and that is rooted and grounded in God. The only strength we have is the presence of God in our being. The only strength we have is the presence of God in our beingness. We have strength, but we do not create it or possess it. God as source is God as strength. Now, don't misunderstand me. We can develop it, we can improve upon it, but we don't create it. We can allow it to come forth. But we don't create it. You see, the divine God strength that's within us at the center of our core already knows how to perform and knows how to show up. So the question becomes, if it knows how to show up, if it knows how to perform, am I willing to do the work of building a path for the expression of spiritual strength in my life experience? Am I willing to do the work to allow the strength that already is within me to come forth, to do the work to bring more good into this experience, this life experience, not only for myself, but for others? We spoke about the work. Study, prayer, meditation, spending time in solitude. Doing this, undertaking these activities, knowing that this effort that we are taking, this effort will bring with it the strength to overcome, to bounce back, to hang in, to endure, the strength of divine core center within us. That strength, not this muscle. Although, what did we say? Mental, physical, and spiritual all have some aspects in common, but we see them different. They perform a little bit differently. Are we ready to do this work and accept that no matter what's in front of us, and it's scary, oh my God, it's scary, is it not scary? But in the midst of, because we've done the work, accepting that we should not be afraid, we should just believe. Believe that we have access to the required spiritual strength needed to achieve whatever is in front of us. If it's an overcoming, if it's a reaching, if it's a hanging in, if it's an endurance, whatever spiritual strength is required is already in place. And then finally, to fully understand that the divine itself tempts no one. To have the peace of mind and understanding that God is not trying to get me to do something dumb, that God is not trying to take me down, that God is not even trying to test me, tempt me, do anything, because the goodness of God, absolute goodness of God, can only lead me toward more goodness. Now, I may have a twisted turn for so many reasons, so many things have influenced my thinking. I got all that. But as I come into my prayer and study and meditation and solitude, I'm beginning to get a clearer understanding that God tempts no one. He supports, it supports, but not tempts. You see, the divine stands with us, making available all the spiritual strength we can accept into this life experience. Wow. This reservoir that lies within the center of our beingness. We came here with it. We were blessed with the endowment of it at the creation of humanity. It is ours to call upon, to lean on, to call forth, to walk us through the various life experiences that come forth in this human expression. Charles Litty writes in The Beautiful Way of Life, no matter what our goal, we can expect obstacles or resistance. Why? Why? Or so many times we ask, why? But when we are firmly rooted, we have the strength and the desire to overcome and reap the harvest. What? So as we wrap this up, as we end this, there's a requirement of desire to overcome. See, I want to get past this. I want to move beyond this. I want the good that's at the end of this, the good that I don't even know what it is, as we were told earlier about our imagination. Now, I can't even imagine the goodness that might be there, but I already accept the fact through my study, through my meditation, through my prayer, through my solitude, that the creator of all things is not a creator of negativity in my life. It's not trying to get me to turn away from it to something else. But I have to want to overcome it. I have to desire to get past it. So even when I say, I'm through, I'm tired, I'm whooped, that's it. It's done. That little inkling inside of me that says, no, there's a way that we can get through this. That's what the author is saying. If we can hold that little grain and grab hold of it and say, okay, there's a way. I don't know what it is, but I know that there's the spiritual strength within me to get me through it if I allow it, if I lean on it, if I let go of, as Fox said at the very beginning, if I'm willing to push away the things that I thought, the negativity about a situation, if I'm willing to let that go, I can allow the spiritual strength that's within me, that reservoir, to come forth and help me get through it if I desire to get past it. I just need a little desire. I just need that little mustard seed of desire. But I must have a desire. I can't just, I'm done. I can't make it. I have to have a desire to overcome, to get beyond. So, as you go forward during this holy month in particular, remember that the giving up of whatever we are giving up for the 40 days, the praying, the extra praying that we do, the extra reading that we do is all so that we can become closer to who we really are, to what is really within us, the Christ consciousness that's in us, the kingdom of heaven consciousness that's already in us. And we're asking it to awaken and walk us through. To awaken and walk us through. I want to thank you so much for being with us today. I'm Reverend R. Ken Turner. This is Unity of Chicago South, the #1 New Thought spiritual community, streaming live from Chicago. As you go forth, just remember, lean on that which is within you. It can never leave you, and it can never let you down. Until next time, thank you so much for bringing your consciousness. Namaste.